Well, howdy y'all, and welcome back to Shrimp Ghost Builds. Today's video is episode 11 of my RDR2 in Minecraft series. In this video, I will be showing you how I built this little side street for my version of Valentine. If you do enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you are new. At 300 subs, I will be doing part 3 of my Beatrice Hope tutorial, and every subscriber really means a lot to me, so thank you for showing all the support that you have been so far. And anyways, without further ado, let's get right into building. So before I get into the video, I would just like to say a small disclaimer. I did actually lose some of the footage for this recording, which kind of sucks, but you know, it happens sometimes. So this video is basically just that back storage building and about 3/4 of the saloon. So anyways, with that, let's get right back into the video. So as you can see right now, I'm just building up that little staircase on the side. I'm just using spruce blocks. This build is mostly spruce blocks. It's kind of a boring palette, but I'm hoping I'm going to be able to go back and just add some more texture using some stripped logs and maybe a few stairs here and there just to give some more depth. But anyways, here I'm just building up the railing, again using spruce fences, and you can see that I use the pattern of one spruce fence with a gate in between just to give the railing a little bit more of an interesting texture. And then I just put some buttons on top of each fence just to give it some more depth. So now you can see me just build up that back wall using spruce blocks, and I make sure to leave a space for a spruce door right there. And you can see there's also that little area that kind of sticks out. That's just, I guess, a back storage area that's actually used in the saloon. I guess they would store alcohol back there, maybe? I don't know. But here you can see I just use some half slabs to make the roof, and then I just make that final row using spruce trapdoors. And then right on top of that, I make sure to add some windows and just use some upside down stairs on top of that. It just adds some more depth and some more texture to the build. And then I move on to the other side. This is the final side. Just 2 windows. This is a very simple side. And on this wall, unlike all my other builds, I actually used a spruce trapdoor to make a blocked off window. And then I went all the way around the edge, just using some spruce signs, and just gave it some more detail. And then right after that, I went up and I just made the roof using some half slabs. Now that the roof is complete, I make sure to just go and fill in that little area that is kind of raised up. Now I just go to the front of the build and just build that little overhang right there, and then make sure to fill in all the windows and doors with dark oak doors or light gray stained glass. And now I go back up to the roof and I just make a simple chimney using a nether brick fence with a blackstone button on top. And now I just go right around to the front and just make a custom sign using letter banners. Now that that part is complete, we can move on to making the freight station. So the freight station is just built with jungle wood, and I just made these big doors on the front using trap doors. I do think I'm going to raise this build up by 1 more block because there are windows on top of these that I did not see when I was in the game, so I just have to add a little more detail to make it as realistic as I can. And then I just go around to the side and just make sure to add a space for a window and a door and just build up the walls. now that all the walls are complete, I go over to the front and I actually make these pillars that hold up the overhang, just with some birch fences and gates. And right in between that little space, I just placed some barrier blocks because I think it's a little nicer than string because you can't see it. And then I just put some light gray carpet on top of that front row and then just made the rest of the roof using some andesite slabs and blocks. And as you can see right now, the roof does look quite boring because there are no textures. It's just plain andesite. And so what I did do is I went with some stone slabs and just added those in, and it really just elevated it and just made it so much more interesting to look at. And now that the roof is complete, I can just go and build some railings on those little porch areas, and I also added some supports on the overhang of the roof. And now I just fill in all the doors and windows of this build. And once that is done, I go to the back section of the roof and I just use my black stone stairs and walls to just make some chimneys. I have 2 on this build. And now you can see I'm just building this little sign at the top of the build. And right here, you can see me just add some of that texturing using these stone blocks. And with that, the builds are complete. So let me know what you think in the comments below. I'm really excited to hear what you think because I really focused on terraforming in this one, which you can see in this section of the video right now. But anyways, if you did enjoy the video, make sure that you leave a like and subscribe if you are new. Every subscriber counts towards getting to that 300 goal. And anyways, with that, I will see you later.